Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is declutter week day number 2. This is miscellaneous drawers. I got concealers, eyeliners, some single shadows, mascaras, things of that nature. It's just the rest of my drawers that are up over here. You've seen my setup in my first video, my lip product declutters. If you haven't seen it, I will have that video linked down below. But if you're interested in the rest of my declutters, then go ahead and keep watching this video. Done with lip products. So these are my single shadows and my I just have miscellaneous things in here, so we'll just go through them as we go. Let me turn up the light. Oh my gosh, you guys can probably see so much better now. Sorry about that. So this is the IBY single shadow in the shade Fire and Ice. It's really, really pretty. It's a very duochrome shadow. Here, you want me to swatch it? I don't know if you guys can tell. It's really, really pretty, but I just don't ever reach for it. It's just not a shade that draws me in. I got it in an Ipsy bag. I think it needs to get more use, and I think somebody would really enjoy this. So I am going to declutter that as well. And then the rest of these I'm keeping, but I am going to show them to you. So I have the Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse by JCat Beauty in the shade Dreamer. I'm still figuring this one out, but I just got it, so I would like to keep it and try it out a little longer. It's mainly just a topper, and it's kind of holographic. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of it. I only used it one time, didn't really care for it though, and it was really cheap, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay, down to 4. So I have the Ace Beauté Glimmer Shadow in the shade Ice Latte and Cotton Candy. These are freaking beautiful. Oh my god. They're so soft and cushiony. Like, you barely have to touch them and you get all this pigment. Can you guys see that? And then watch this. Ooh, you see that? Like, that is intense color payoff. So I'm definitely keeping these. I love them, love them, love them. And then I have the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows in the shade Special Delivery, which is a green. And then I also have one in Tea Party, which is like another orangey color. It's just a lighter shade, but do you guys see how pretty they are? And I do actually reach for these from time to time. And I only have 4. There's nothing wrong with having a few single shadows. Okay, so my miscellaneous drawer, I have some stuff. So this is a little NARS pencil sharpener. I will be keeping it because it's the only pencil sharpener that I have. Okay, so I'm also going to be keeping, I have the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I use this as an eyeshadow primer from time to time, mainly whenever I'm more tan. I'm iffy about it. I don't know if I would buy it again. It's pretty expensive too. And then I'm going to be keeping the NYX Glitter Glue. It's a dupe for the Too Faced one, and it works really, really well, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it. This is old as shit, and I'm getting rid of this. This is the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive in the dark color. I've had this for over 2 years, and it's not good anymore, so I'm just going to throw it away. I am going to be keeping my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, and I'm going to be keeping my Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive. I like both of these. I like the Kiss one more, but I've had the Duo one longer, so I'm using up the Duo one right now. I'm going to be getting rid of the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer in the shade Nude. For me, when I put this on my lids, it gets stuck and doesn't want to move or blend, so I don't really care for it. I've only used it one time. If somebody wants to try this, hopefully they get more use out of it. But the eyeshadow primer I do love that I am keeping is the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, and mine's in the shade Sheer. This one is awesome. It's also like $2, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for an eyeshadow primer to try. Alrighty, my next one that I'm going to get into is concealer. Alrighty guys, so this is my concealer drawer. I actually don't think I'm gonna get rid of anything in here, but I did want to at least show it to you guys so that you can see what all I have, what I'm working with, things of that nature. This is actually a color corrector. It's the Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. I've only used it one time, but I absolutely loved it when I used it, and I'm looking forward to actually using it more. I mainly only use it when I use blue or green eyeshadows, and that's just so that I can combat the darkness underneath my eyes and it doesn't look nasty. As you can see, they're separated. These are my lighter concealers and these are my darker for whenever I'm tan. So to go through the light concealers first, this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. It is super light on me, like super light white, so I have to be careful how I use this and when I use this. It just shot out on my hand. I have to be really light and really white, so this is like a good winter concealer for me. This is a really good concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour and Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. I love this concealer. I usually tend to buy concealers that are considered dupes for this because it's that good. I've had this one the longest. I need to use it up. I'm definitely keeping this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I think I've only ever used it one time, but I really, really, really liked it. and that is in the shade Light 16. It's awesome. But this is my current go-to concealer for my under eyes. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. It's a little light for me. It's also not my favorite, but I'm trying to use it up because it's not bad either. It's just I'm probably not going to repurchase this. But for now, I'm definitely keeping it. Then I have this concealer, which is also really old, but this is the one that I use to clean up my eyebrows right now. This is I did wear this under my eyes today too as well. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in this shade Light. I used to use this all the time in my old videos. It's a really good concealer. It's just a little dark, so I use it to clean up my eyebrows because it matches my skin tone right now. And then I just got this in BoxyCharm. You guys just watched me review this. It's a Pretty Vulgar concealer, undercover concealer in the shade The Middle Ground. Too dark for me for the most part, but I really did like it, so I'm going to keep it. And then the other one that I've only used a few times because it is darker is the the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light. It's just, for whatever reason, it's just a little too dark for me, but I love this concealer as well. I use it in the summer all the time, so like I said, I will be keeping all of my concealers. Okay guys, next drawer is brows, and I do have some things that I'm going to be getting rid of in here. So first things first, this is my e.l.f. pomade. You guys know I absolutely love my e.l.f. pomade, so I'm keeping that. Then my Mellow Cosmetics brow pencil. You guys know I love it, keeping that. Also know that I love my CoverGirl brow pencil in soft brown, keeping that, now that that's over with. This is the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. This thing is old as shit. It's probably 3 years old, but it's a powder, and I don't think powders go that bad that fast. As you can see, I've hit pan on the middle shade, but I still think I'm going to keep this because there are times where I like to throw it back and do a powder brow, and I don't have another powder right now. It was in the shade Light as well, and I think it's a cute little kit, and I like to keep it. This I'm going to be getting rid of. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. It is in this shade Taupe. It is not creamy at all, and it's really hard to work with, but it also is just too light for me right now, and I just didn't like it. I would definitely buy a different color of the e.l.f. brow pomade before I ever used this, so I am going to get rid of it. Then this is the Hard Candy Brow Powder Duo in the shade Light Medium. I hate this. It doesn't work very well at all. Well, okay, so it doesn't work awful. Like, the wax is all nasty, and then this is supposedly a highlight that's dead. So these I wouldn't recommend anybody to use, but the brow powders there's nothing wrong with. For me, completely out of frame, I'm sorry. For me, it's just way too warm on my eyes. Like, these colors are just way too warm and they don't work. So I am going to be passing this on to somebody else. Alrighty, so let's look at the last two brow pencils. So this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. Comes with a spoolie on one end, and then there's the product. I love this. It's just too light right now, but I am going to keep one product that's too light in case I do go back blonde, so I have something to use until I can buy some new stuff, because I do like that brow pencil. Next is the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in this shade Taupe. It has a little spoolie on the end, which is nice. This product does not come up. Ready? You see how hard I just had to scribble to get a line to come up? Look. Like, you can't see that. So when I'm working my brows, I want to just be able to draw a line. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it at all. I don't like that you have to scribble to get a line. I don't like the color. I just don't like anything about it. So I'm going to be passing this one along. Same with my AOA Studio Go Brow Fiber Gel. I just don't like it. I don't think it works. I see zero difference when I use this, and it just makes me get stuff everywhere. It's very clumped up. It's very, like, you can tell that it has fibers on it. I don't know if it'll focus, but I don't like it. So I'm going to be getting rid of it as well. And then I have this City Colors Clear Lock Brow Gel. As you can see, it's not clear no more because I actually use it all the time. This is probably the best brow gel that I have, and I also don't really think it works. I've just been using it as like a topper, but I don't necessarily think that it holds my brows in place. But I'm going to be keeping it because it's the only one that I have right now. If I do decide to try something new, I might get rid of it in the future. But for now, I'm going to keep this as is. So yay, my brow drawer has way more room now. Alright guys, next thing I'm going to go through is eyeliner. I only have 3 liquid eyeliners. I'm going to be keeping them all. This is the AOA Studio Wonder eyeliner, and it's the only one that I have that is a brush tip. Works really well. It's super black, and I really like it just for now until I can try something new. This is the one that I'm currently using. It's the Riveteer by Starlooks. It's going to dry out here soon, and when it does, I will be getting rid of it, but it has a felt tip on one end and a star on the other end. Like I said, I'm using it for now, but I will be out of it here soon. This one I've I've only used one time. This is the Flash Cat Eye by L'Oreal, and it's in the shade black. It comes with this little thingy for you to draw your wing with. I haven't attempted to use it for that. I just used it for the felt tip, and it works really well. It's super black. We're going to keep that for now. All right, and then we are down to pencil liners. I have so many black ones. Let me just split these up color-wise. These are like colorful ones, and then these are black brown. The colorful ones really quick. This is like a gold bronze. It doesn't come off very well, and I just don't particularly like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. This green one, however, though, works really well, and I love the color, so I'm going to be keeping it. It is the Sugar Stroke of Genius Heavy Duty Kohl eyeliner in the shade Green Light. Like I said, I like it, so I'm going to keep it. This is the Ultra Soft Eyeliner by Santee in the shade, it just says 01. It's supposed to be white, but it doesn't show up very white. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yeah, it just doesn't work very well, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. Okay, next I have all these black eyeliners. I'm keeping this one because it's got a black and a brown, and I don't have any other brown eyeliners. It's the Ulta Beauty Dual Eyeliner. This one actually works really well, and I do like it, so I am going to be keeping that one. Then my favorite eyeliner is the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. It just works really well. I do have a full-size backup of this one because I like it so much, so I will be keeping this. And then out of all of these, I'm only going to keep one, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Mechanical Eyeliner in the shade Ultra Black. I used it today. It works really well. I really like it. I have no problems with it, so I'm going to be keeping it. And then the ones I'm getting rid of is this LA Colors eyeliner in black. It comes off gray. It doesn't work very well, in my opinion, and I'm getting rid of it. I'm actually going to keep this LA Colors eyeliner. It's not as bad as I thought it was when I just swatched it. But this one is really old, and it doesn't work near as well anymore, so I am going to be getting rid of this one. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 16-hour black one. It's just their old version of the new one that I have, so I'm going to get rid of that one. So now you can see my eyeliner drawer is almost empty. Okay, and the last drawer that I'm going to talk about in this video is the mascara drawer, and then I will do a separate video for what's in my vanity, and probably another separate video for what's in my Alex drawers. But for today, we're gonna go through mascara really quick. Okay, so first things first is this LA Colors Dramata-Lash Volume Mascara. I got this just to test out because it was on Shop Miss A. The wand looks really nice and everything, but it doesn't work at all. It barely puts any mascara on your lashes, so I am going to be getting rid of this one. Okay, so this is the Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. This is my absolute favorite mascara. Essence mascaras are the best. I don't even know why, but they have the formula down right and they just know what they're doing. So I am going to be keeping that. And then I have this little Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara. It really honestly doesn't work the best, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I just got this. You guys just seen me use this in my BoxyCharm video. This is the Petite and Pretty Fully Feathered Volumizing Mascara. So far, I absolutely love this. It's gonna be one of my favorite mascaras already. I know it. So I'm gonna keep that. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush Mascara, and I hate it. I don't really care for curved brushes at all. I just don't like it, and I'm going to get rid of it. That's just personal preference too. There's nothing wrong with L'Oreal mascaras, because the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black is one of my all-time favorites, and I'm definitely keeping it. This is the Douce Max Lash Volumizing Mascara. It is a waterproof mascara, and I actually really like it, and I'm going to be keeping it. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Like I said earlier in the video, this flakes on me really bad. I do have a backup of it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one away, and hopefully somebody else can use it and will really enjoy it. So this is another Essence mascara. This is Curl and Volume, and I don't like this one as much as I like the other one, but this one's not bad either, and I will probably keep it and at least use it up. Because like I said, a lot of Essence mascaras are just really good. And then I have this IT Superhero Mascara. I wanted to love this, but mine comes out like super clumped and stuff like that. And I don't really use it. I try to, and it's just not for me. My brush is also goofy. I've had it for over a year. It's time somebody else uses it before it goes bad. Then I actually got this for free from Kohl's. This is a Lorac mascara with a primer on one side, and I really love it, so I'm gonna keep it. And then this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. It's a curved one, but I actually like it, and it's what I have on my eyes today, so I'm going to be keeping that. There's my mascaras. which I'm really glad about because now they're not going to go to waste. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of my brushes, and I also have a little container here full of sponges that I want to go through. So this is my tub of stuff I'm getting rid of. I'm just going to set it over here out of the way for now. So first thing I'm going to go through is this container right here. So this is the one that sits on my vanity with all my brushes that I use the most in it. It's a little mirror and it's got like brushes on the front of it, if you guys can see it. And I actually got this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for $15. But I'm just gonna go through this really quick. I'm not gonna show all the brushes, and I'm just gonna pull out the ones that I know I'm not gonna use or that I don't like. Alright, so I went through the first container and I downsized a good bit. I just got rid of brushes that I had super multiples of that I know I didn't need, because the brushes that I have I love. I don't rotate out my brushes very often. When I clean my brushes, I usually just don't do makeup until they're dry. That one's cleaned out. Now next I have these two that were sitting on my vanity. This is a Tarte powder brush and this is an e.l.f. kabuki brush. The e.l.f. kabuki brush has never been used. I don't see the point in a kabuki brush whenever you have powder brushes. Get rid of that one. And then this powder brush is just old and I just don't use it anymore. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't use it. Okay, next I'm gonna go through, there's 3 containers that I have that sit on my shelf over here. This one I got at either TJ Maxx or Marshall's. It doesn't say which, but it was $9 and I think it's the cutest thing ever. I have this one that my brother's girlfriend made for me and I love it, so I use it. And then I have this one right here that says, I may not be perfect, but my makeup is. I think I got this at Five Below. So these are eyeshadow brushes. Most of these have never even been used. I'm gonna go through, these are also, I have these for like a maybe pile situation. So I'm gonna go through the rest of these brushes really quick and then we will go from there. Alrighty, so here is my brushes that I am getting rid of. I'm getting rid of a lot. I just don't use little short brushes like this ever. And I got these in BoxyCharm. I will never use brushes like this. I just don't like them. And then I got rid of a lot of this BH Cosmetics Rose Gold set. There was a lot of brushes in this set that I just didn't care for. Some duplicates. Like I said, I don't use little tiny brushes like this. Getting rid of all those brushes. Now we are going to go through my sponges. So this is the sponge that I'm currently using. That's why it's super dirty. It's the e.l.f. Wet n Wild. The e.l.f. Wet n Wild? Psh, the Wet n Wild sponge. I do love this sponge and I do recommend it. It's really good for the price. Super soft and bouncy. So next we're gonna go through this cute little container that I got full of sponges. I think I got this at Marshall's or TJ Maxx too. I don't have the price on it anymore. I'm just going to dump this out and we're gonna get rid of the ones that I don't care for. This one is from Shop Miss A. It's the super soft plush one and I love it. It works awesome. It's one of my favorites. My Real Technique sponge I haven't used in so long. I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's still clean. I do have a backup if I ever want to try it again, but for now I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one has never even been opened because I don't use little sponges like this, so this one is also going to be given away. This is a beauty blender, Beauty Blender brand. I love it, super soft, definitely keeping. This is my Eco Tool sponge. It's not as soft as the others, but I like it for its shape, so I am going to be keeping that one. This one is a TJ Maxx sponge and it's kind of hard. I've used it a bunch, but I don't think I'll be keeping this one. They're like $2 at TJ Maxx, so if I really wanted more, I would just go get some. Then this is one of those microfiber sponges. I don't know if you can tell, if you can see the texture on it or not. I do not like it. It picks up the product and is super weird and it just doesn't work on my skin. Maybe somebody else's, I don't know, but I do not like the microfiber feel, the soft, plushy, velvety feel. I don't like it at all. And then this is my L'Oreal sponge. It's not quite as soft as the others, but kind of like the Eco Tools one. I like its shape and I do like to use it from time to time. If you're into a more soft sponge, I would highly recommend the Beauty Blender. Yes, it's really expensive, but this Shop Miss A sponge is the closest thing that I've used to it, and it's $1. And it's phenomenal. You can get a pack of like 5 or 10 on the website, and I highly recommend. Also, the Wet n Wild sponge. It's really, really soft and bouncy too. And you can get this at Rite Aid, Walmart, and I'm not sure where all else, but I know you can get it at Rite Aid because that's where I got mine. Okay guys, so that is it for today's declutter. I hope you enjoyed. I got rid of a decent amount of stuff today, sort of. Tomorrow's video is going to be blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. So trust me, you're going to want to see that because I have a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, tell your family, and please, please, please hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Every single like helps, every single new subscriber helps, and I really appreciate you guys staying here and being here with me. I usually post videos on Thursdays at 3 p.m., but because this is declutter week, I'm going to be posting a video every single day at 3 p.m. So stay tuned. Be excited for tomorrow's video. I hope you've been here with me so far. If you have, I appreciate you. Know it is so helpful and I really love the support. That's it for today. I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Bye!